I started playing the viola in third grade. I was 8 years old, but before that I was singing in school, so probably since kindergarten, first grade, I'd say.
Let's see, I started piano when I was 5 years old, and then went on to Northwestern is where I did my saxophone degree, and after that I finished, and now I've been here. This is my fifth year, finishing my fifth year at Saratoga High School.
I have been playing piano since I was 3, so it's been around 15 years now.
What has music taught me? Actually, that's kind of a tough question. You might need to cut this part.
Yeah, you can think of it.
Music has taught me that you can get good at something that you spend a lot of time doing if you love it.
Music has taught me a lot of diligence because I have had to practice from a young age, and at the same time it has taught me how to communicate with others through being able to play music with them.
Music really taught me that there's never really one answer. There's multiple answers and multiple ways to get there, and being willing to kind of dig deeper to try to make it happen, I think was a really important skill it taught me.
Music has taught me that there are many beautiful things in the world, and music is one of them. Oh, benefited.
I think music has really helped me through the toughest times in my life, especially because I used to be a really shy kid, and so music served as my form of expression and communication and really helped me to find myself.
And then, of course, the friends and the family that I've built around music is just absolutely one of the most important things to me, I think.
I have met so many amazing people throughout the world. I've traveled the world. I don't think I would have done as much traveling if it hadn't been for music.
Music gave me an outlet to express things in ways that I probably can't, because I don't think of myself as a good writer or anything, and so journaling or diary kind of stuff doesn't really work for me. But always music was one.
I think it's given me a way to share something that I really love with people that I know, or that people I don't know who might be sitting in an audience just coming to listen to me play. I would say Yo-Yo Ma is probably at the top of my list.
From the classical world, I think Yo-Yo Ma.
There are a lot of great pianists, but I think the person that inspires me the most is always my piano teacher. He is so much more than a mentor. His musical insights really lead me to a lot of things to imagine and give me a lot of musical ideas and lead me to want to play better and work toward that and polish my craft.
Maybe, when they first started and seeing where they go in 4 years, that really motivates me, right? When a student comes in and maybe they just started their instrument in their freshman year, and then seeing what they're able to accomplish by their senior year is truly an inspiring thing for me. And so I think the students, for sure. It sounds kind of cheesy, but I think music is life.
Music is a way to create where there is nothing. There's nothing in this hall right now, and if I were to be playing for you, then there would be music.
It's kind of like a mental sort of medicine because it has really served to benefit me in so many ways. So I think that's why I also really want to bring it to other people in hopes that it can change their lives for the better.
I think music is a great outlet for you when you feel like sometimes you want to scream. And instead of screaming, you can scream through music by playing music, by listening to music, by sharing music with others.
And if you can imagine like a movie or a TV show without music, or if you think about your car rides without music, or you think about, so many different things that if music didn't exist, I think would be a very different world that we live in. And so for me, again, as cheesy as it sounds, I find it to be just a part of who I am. So in some ways it's hard for me to answer that question, because it just feels so natural that it doesn't feel like it's anything else. You know what I mean?
Schools should definitely keep music programs just because music is such a prevalent part of everyone's lives, and it really leaves the room for students to explore more musical programs such as band, orchestra, choir, and it's really just a great way for people to learn to express themselves as well as make new friends and really have new communities at the school.
Oh my goodness, huge question.
All that growth you can't get necessarily from taking a math test or writing an essay, or it's just not quite the same, right? And so I think it needs to be a core part of the curriculum for any student, is to make sure that they've had music in their life.
In my opinion, there are 3 A's. There's academics, there's arts, and there's athletics. And I feel them to be like a tripod, that each are individually and together important together. The arts is something that feeds the soul. And academics feeds the mind, and academics feeds the body. And I think we really need to think about, in education and in culture, how we are satisfying each of these needs: body, mind, and soul.
And with this year of the pandemic, I think we've learned that at the end of the day, when it comes down to what we value and what we believe in and what brings us comfort and what brings us joy, it's music, right? And so why shouldn't it then be part of what we're learning growing up and part of our school system?